I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Batman the Red Death, issue number 1, a special one-shot tie-in to the Dark Knights event. Who are these evil multiversal Batmen, and what do they want? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, a creepy voice that we later discover belongs to the Batman Who Laughs regales us with tales from the Dark Multiverse, a place where all our worst thoughts and ideas go to live. It seems that even on the other side of the multiversal map in the DC universe, they have their very own crises, and we join said universe number 52 during one of those crises. Hey, wait, if there's 52 Earths that we know for a fact exist in the DC universe and there's an evil flip side in the Dark universe, does that actually mean there's 104 universes in the DC cosmology? We see this world's Barry Allen the Flash attempting to outrun none other than Batman Bruce Wayne. Batman believes it's not too late for this world and that everything can be saved if only Barry was willing to turn over control of the Speed Force to Batman, and he's so militant about this he's taken up the weapons of a bunch of old Flash villains to try and take him out. Understandably, Barry Allen knows just how crazy this kind of request is. He's almost destroyed time and space on a few occasions trying to mess with the Speed Force, and surely an unstable person like Batman, especially this Batman, couldn't be trusted with such raw power. In the end though, Batman gets the drop on the Flash by playing possum, playing into Barry's own sense of compassion so that he can knock him out. When the Flash comes to, he's strapped to a very Dark Knight Returns inspired Batmobile. In fact, there's a lot of classic panels in this book that seem to be shouting out other events and storylines. Batman says if the Flash isn't willing to give up the Speed Force, then he'll simply just have to steal it by going full force, full throttle right into the Speed Force. Barry, obviously being the expert in this situation, says that's absolutely insane and that if one tiny little decibel was off, he could easily kill them both. This all falls on deaf ears, however. Batman is basically salivating at the idea of being able to be everywhere at once at one time. Imagine all the deaths he could stop if he had the power of the Scarlet Speedster. When the process is done, Flash is dead and Batman is reborn, now calling himself the Red Death. Using his new super speed powers, the Red Death goes around Gotham, leaving a trail of bats in his wake instead of lightning, I should add, killing every different supervillain who has wronged him throughout his career. Granted, all of this was ultimately for naught because we're still smack dab in the middle of a crisis right now. Earth 52 is tearing itself apart and no one will be spared. Except just at the moment everything is about to go supernova, Red Death hears the voice of the Batman Who Laughs, saying that he really appreciates his work, he's a fan, and that seeing as this world is as good as dead, why not come join him and his master Barbatos? They're going on a trip to the other side of the map, the Light Multiverse, a new fertile place where they can live and conquer if only he'll join them. And indeed, Red Death takes this devil's deal, and from there we flash forward to about where Dark Knight's Metal issue number 2 ended, with Red Death showing up in Central City. He puts a major fright into poor Wally West and Iris West before coming face to face with that world's Barry Allen the Flash. Now, Barry has fought a lot of evil speedsters in his day, but nothing could prepare him for what the Red Death can lay down. His bats that he leaves in his wake, yeah, they can actually steal time from you, causing you to age. And it's right there on that very dour note that the comic begins to wind down. So that was Batman the Red Death issue number 1, everybody, and overall I thought it was a really cool idea for a one-shot. I didn't really know what to expect for these Dark Knights origin stories, but I gotta say they find a really interesting place to couch these stories in. As the Batman Who Laughs puts it so eloquently, a bad day can end a world, but a bad week, oh well, that can end a multiverse. And that's what these Dark Knights seems to be. Batman on his absolute worst days from throughout the multiverse, doing things that may very well have existed in the back of his own mind, but that he would never actually do because he's a hero. In this case, we see a Batman who is actually greedy and covetous of another hero's powers. I also got to take my hat off to Joshua Williamson here. I kind of dropped off reading The Flash, which is unfortunate because he's probably one of the best, brightest young writers out there today, and this one-shot shows why he's so good. I would give this one a much-deserved 8.5 out of 10, so that's the Red Death, everybody. I hope hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of the other videos I have available on my channel. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel. And if you're in the market for some cheap comic book trades, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you save a bundle on shipping and handling, but you'll also be helping support me and the channel at the same time. So you win, I win, everybody wins, am I right? So until next time, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching.